Stage 2 is core stability. Now, these overlap, so you don't just work on core endurance first and then stop that and then work on core stability. They overlap, they sort of weave together and work that way. But we've got to build both of these before we can go about building the core strength on top. Now, how do we build core stability? Well, what is core stability? Core stability is about muscle timing. So there's an element of balance and there is an element of smoothness of movement and control. So there's lightness to it and there's smoothness to it. So what does that look like as exercises? Well, with regards to how do we know we've got core stability, it would be a narrow bird dog. So knees and hands right next to each other. Out we go, and we're able to maintain the position through and hold. And again, we're nice and smooth with it. So that would show that there is a degree of core stability. Stability through the hips, the spine, and the shoulders. Again, they're staying nice and level when I move, and also the leg and the arm is coming up smoothly as well. So that would be a representation of how that is done. Now again, how do we build towards that? Very simple. We start with a normal bird dog. So we come a little bit wider. So we've got a wider base, so our balance isn't as affected. So if I was in the narrow bird dog and I was like, oh, and that was happening, that would tell me I need to do a more of a normal wide base bird dog. So I need to be in this position because I haven't got the control, I haven't got the smoothness of movement when I'm lifting the arm and the leg, so I don't have the stability and the balance through the hip, the spine and the shoulders. So I come into this position and I hold here. So I get that up to a point, then I bring it a bit narrower. Get that to a point. So on and so forth. Then I bring it narrow, and then I go and I gain that stability. Another exercise we can go for is coming up onto our feet. Now this is more for hip stability. There will be ankle stability in here as well, but there is also good core stability. So again, as we come over, this back leg goes nice and straight, lock the knee, toes up to the shin, hold there, feel the glute squeeze, and also arms, feel the lats, feel the tummy. So again, that will be nice and smooth. We can also add in movement. So again, we want that smooth movement. Again, if we're sort of coming, we're all over the place, then we don't have the stability, we don't have the balance, we don't have the smoothness of movement, and we don't have the control, which is what core stability is. It's having that control all the way through the movement. So we need to be able to build the core endurance first, and as well as the core stability. What comes next is the core strength.